Hi, my name is Spencer Brown. I'm excited to be sharing with you my personal and professional goals, as well as kind of what led me to Fort Hays State University as I actually near the end of it as I record this. To start with, I want to talk about my personal goals. And my personal goals are very tied to my family. I tell my wife often that I just always kind of want to be in a career that's going to afford me the best opportunity to provide for our family, which is actually growing right now. We have two kiddos that we're fostering to adopt, um, as well as my wife, we recently found out, is pregnant. So we'll be up to five kids and potentially in this calendar year. And so my personal goals really are tied to just what's going to help me provide for them, and then also what's just going to give me the most time with them. I think too often people get so hung up on goals of some kind of passion that they pursue it and pursue it and pursue it. And by the time they get to it, oftentimes they look around and they've missed out on a lot of time with their kids. And so I'm really just trying hard not to do that and just really um, want to just engage in my kid's life as much as possible. So my professional goals, I recently I just applied for another position, and so I had to think a lot about my career focus. And kind of what I landed on is my professional goal is really to just cultivate student learning through an education built upon a foundation of high expectations, evidence-based practices, strong relationships, and clarity of instruction. In the uh, research that I've done over the last few years with Kansas MTSS and alignment, those pieces just continually come back. It's the research around high expectations is kind of a personal passion of mine because I've seen just how detrimental that can be to students learning when our expectations aren't what they should be. And then that clarity of instruction is the last couple of years one that I've just really dug in on, and um, it makes so much sense. And I think it's just such an important piece in education. And so I really just want to see all students have an opportunity to have a quality education built on those cornerstones, if you will. Um, Other than that, though, my professional goals are identical to my personal. I don't know necessarily that if my professional goals are to be this certain position or be in this certain school. It really is about what's going to help me achieve that career focus, and then what's going to help provide for my family and give me the most time with them. I think sometimes, again, people look at their professional careers and they look so hard to find a passion in it or a fulfillment in it that they grow discontent with what's right in front of them. And I don't look to my job, my professional job, to define me in any way. I look at it more as I look at it with a lot of gratitude because it provides those opportunities for me to be with my family and to provide for them. And so um, I work really hard at what I do because I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I think too often people, when they're just looking for that passion, they have a hard time continuing to work hard at it when they don't feel that passion. And I think that that's putting your job at a position in your life that it shouldn't be, and it's setting yourself up sometimes for some discontentment. So I chose Fort Hays State University, honestly, right out of the gate because of the cost. It's a very affordable program, and the flexibility is tremendous. I work um, all across the state of Kansas and work a lot of hours, spend a lot of hours on the road and in hotels, and so I just don't have a consistent schedule at all. And so Fort Hays allowed me the opportunity to really have that flexibility that I needed uh, for a very unique job situation. Um, and then I realized not only in scheduling in the schedule of when I take classes and doing it online, but also within the class, I found a lot of my personal interactions to be very flexible with the professors. Like if something was due and I was going to be at a conference or something, and I reached out to them, they were always really flexible with me and worked with me, and so I found that to be uh, just really valuable, to have that flexibility from the professors as well. The reputation throughout the state was another piece. I feel like, I work with a lot of administrators, and there's a lot of administrators across the state who went this direction. And so a lot of administrators I respect went this direction. And so I felt confident that I was getting into a reputable program because of that. Now that I'm near the end, all of that proved to be true. The flexibility, the cost was very affordable, and yeah, and the reputation certainly lived up to its name. It was a pretty seamless journey to get through, and um, it was a good experience. Thanks for watching.